Welcome back to the Deep Dive. So today we're taking a plunge, really, into the treacherous waters of corporate social media.
Specifically LinkedIn.
Exactly. We've got this, well, expertly crafted guide to LinkedIn sarcasm. It's actually pretty funny, but, also really insightful about navigating the platform.
Right.
And our mission, basically, is to pull out those crucial unwritten rules so you can really get what's going on beneath the surface.
And it's interesting because, there's humor, but this deep dive, it really gets into some surprising social dynamics, things that are often hidden in plain sight.
Okay,
so you'll get a much better handle on the whole, social ecosystem, not just what people do, but maybe why certain behaviors really take hold there.
Okay, so let's dive into rule number 1. The guide calls it, never get your comments wet by disagreeing.
Ha! I like that phrasing.
Yeah, it describes LinkedIn as this sacred echo chamber, where the thought leaders, they're basically infallible.
Right. No challenging allowed.
Pretty much. The advice is if you see something and you really, really disagree, you're meant to just swallow that opinion like a bitter pill.
Ooh.
And instead just, nod vigorously and type this till your fingers bleed. It really points out that performative agreement, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And it's not just about being polite, is it? The source talks about something called the meltdown factor.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, the idea is that challenging a guru's wisdom, it can feel like an existential crisis for them. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
A LinkedIn persona, it's often this really carefully built brand, right? This perception of authority that thrives on engagement.
Likes and comments?
Exactly. So any disagreement, even if it's mild, it can feel like a direct hit to that authority, to the whole structure they've built.
And that's when you get the meltdown.
That's the idea. It might trigger like a 14-part post about resilience in the face of haters. You've probably seen those.
Oh, definitely. That makes a lot of sense, actually. The stakes feel really high for their online identity. Okay, so building on that, rule 2 is never expose it to direct sunlight.
Kryptonite for LinkedIn.
Basically. The guide says the blinding light of truth is LinkedIn's kryptonite. It gives this great example. You see a post like, I turned down a $500K job offer to follow my passion selling handcrafted paper clips.
Right, the classic passion post.
And your gut reaction might be to ask some, probing questions.
Yeah.
But nope. Resist the urge. Don't shine that light of reality on it. So what's the supposed danger?
Well, the source is pretty dramatic here. It talks about side effects of truth exposure.
Such as?
Things like, quote, intense physical pain for the guru, which, okay, maybe a bit hyperbolic.
Just a tad.
But also dramatic unfollowing sprees and, the big I'm taking a break from social media announcement.
Well, yes, the classic sign-off.
It's not just about embarrassment, though. It's more about how LinkedIn as a platform often rewards the inspirational, the aspirational, maybe more than the verifiable facts.
So truth is inconvenient.
Very. Bringing in facts can cause an influencer, as the source puts it, to dissolve into a puddle of buzzwords and vague platitudes about the hustle, because the narrative relies on you not looking too closely.
Wow. Dissolve into a puddle of buzzwords. That's vivid.
Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, that leads us neatly into rule 3. Don't feed guru insecurity after midnight.
Sounds ominous.
It does. The guide calls this the witching hour on LinkedIn. It's when the guru's facade of expertise becomes paper thin.
Ah, okay. More vulnerable.
Seems like it. And during this time, feeding them things like truth, statistics, or requests for credentials, strictly forbidden. It's like they have different operating hours for handling reality.
So what happens if you break that rule after midnight?
This is where it gets interesting. The source describes the pupil stage and then the transformation.
Like a butterfly. Or something less nice.
Definitely less nice. When you hit them with reality after hours, they retreat into this chrysalis of defensiveness.
Okay.
And then they emerge as, wait for it, full-blown gremlins.
Gremlins? Okay, not literally, I assume.
No, not literally feeding them after midnight transforms them. But it captures how they might escalate, to more aggressive tactics.
Right. Like what?
They'll, quote, terrorize your comment section with passive-aggressive wisdom, maybe share screenshots, tag their followers to pile on.
Ah, the digital mob.
Exactly. And write these long philosophical treatises about toxic people who just don't get it. It stops being about the point you made and becomes all about defending their status.
Yeah, I can picture that. Shifting the goalposts completely.
So putting this all together, what does this mean for you, the person actually using LinkedIn? Well, following these unwritten rules, It's kind of necessary for what the source calls platform preservation.
Meaning?
Meaning it stops LinkedIn from turning into like a digital thunderdome where professionals battle with weaponized inspirational quotes.
Keeps the peace, sort of.
In a way.
Yeah, it comes down to ecosystem balance, right? The source argues these gurus, they need their habitat of unchallenged adoration to thrive.
So our role is, what?
Yeah.
To feed them.
Kind of. Your role is to provide, as the source puts it quite cheekily, the essential nutrients of likes, comments, and so true.
Got it. Become part of the nutrient cycle.
Exactly. And for your own safety first, maybe keep an emergency kit handy, reaction GIFs, some vague supportive comments, maybe a thesaurus of business buzzwords.
Always have your buzzword thesaurus ready. It's about knowing the game, isn't it? Even if you decide not to play it quite that way.
Precisely. Understand the dynamics.
So that really reframes how you might look at the platform, which leaves us with a final thought for you to chew on. What would LinkedIn actually become if these unwritten rules were just ignored? If everyone started challenging things? And what does that really say about how we build our professional selves online today? Something to think about.